Hey guys, so today we will learn about a very important topic, price action. So guys, in this video we're going to be looking at three things. The first is the difference between price action and indicators. The second is what you should look out for when trading price action. And the most important thing there is the price movement. The most thing you should look out for when trading price action is price movement. So I'm going to be telling you different price movements that is possible that you can see in the market, so that you know that, okay, if it's either this or it's either this or it's either this. If it's not it, then it's not price action. It's not suitable for entering the market. And then the third is why you should use price action. Yeah. So I believe that this video is going to be very helpful. And you can encourage me to do more videos like this by just subscribing and turning on the notification bell, so that whenever I post something new, you can just, it comes through your phone. So I'm going to do it in a very means that I believe it to suit everybody, that I believe that everybody will understand it, and it won't be confusing, because price action is a very, very vast topic. We cannot consume all today. That is why I decided to just pick out three things from price action to teach in this particular video. And I don't want the video to be long. If not, I would have said, okay, let's talk about 20 things, let's talk about 100 things. But I just said these particular ones, just three are important. So like I said, the first is the difference between price action and indicators. First of all, what is price action? In the forex market, the main purpose of forex market is for you to detect when the market is buying, or for you to detect when the market is selling. Because the market is either buying, or is selling, or is ranging. And whenever it's ranging, it's either buying or selling. So it's just within those two terms. That's why in your MetaTrader 5 or 4 or anyone you're using, you'd notice that the only options you see there for taking a trade is either a buy or a sell. So now price action, forex is not guesswork. It's not something you say, what's this thing? Now, it's not guesswork. So there are people who study the market. When you hear people talking about, I read charts, I read charts, or you see people making a lot of profits, or you see me in some of my videos I've posted on YouTube, how I take entry. The particular point I took the entry is the particular point the market is buying. Let me give an example. Maybe the market is selling, and then the next second I bought the market, and immediately I bought the market started to buy, and then it buys and buys and buys and buys and gives us a lot of money. It's not magic. It's not unseen. There is a particular strategy we use, and that's what I'm going to tell you in this video. It's price action. And first of all, you'd ask yourself, why price action? There are lots of other things people use in the market. In the forex market, the sole purpose is to know when the market is going to buy, or to know when the market is going to sell. That's just the main thing. That's why you see people, they're doing this, for you to know when it's going to buy and when it's going to sell. And then for you to be a professional, professionals then know exactly the points, because you can know, okay, that the market is going to buy within this region. The region may be from 9,900 and something to 9,000 something. Okay, yeah, it can't leave this region. You're a beginner. Professionals know, okay, once it has 99991, it must buy. That's what professionals know. That's what we know. That once it's at that particular point, it has to buy. That's called sniper entry. And then another thing that professionals also know is when to take profit in the market. That's why you see it's not anybody who gives signals is good at giving signals. Because when you give signals, you give a take profit. Does it hit your take profit? Is it hitting the take profit that you give? So all those kind of stuffs is what price action is going to tell you. Indicators are just some kind of, I don't know, the words to use for it is just not in my head right now, because it's so weird. And I don't want to talk much about indicators because I don't use indicators. And there are people that use indicators and make a lot of money. But if you're a beginner, I'm going to advise you not to use indicators. I tried indicators for up to a year plus and it didn't work for me. I've not seen anybody who is consistently making money with indicators. 90%, if not 100%. Let me just say 90%, so that I won't, elude other 10%. 90% of traders that I know that are consistent in making profits, all the 90% use price action. Those that use indicators, I don't know what they're doing. Maybe they have some special grace. You know that some people are just, once they use anything, it works for them. And the truth is, if you want to learn trading, you want to stop using blowing accounts anyhow. Normally, you're going to blow accounts when trading the forex market. But you want to stop blowing accounts anyhow, then use price action. When I was using indicators, I'd watch some YouTube videos. They will talk a lot about indicators. They will say, okay, this one crosses to the other side, buy the market, and then all those and all those and all those. And then I could remember one YouTube video. I don't know why I don't forget it. He always said, in his YouTube, he had over 200 videos. And each video was talking about a different indicator to use. But then at the end of every video, at the end of every video, he's going to stop the video by saying, try this in your demo account for many times. Don't come and tell me. That's what he said. Don't come and tell me that you blow your account because you use the strategy you put. I was like, So if you know your strategy is not working, your indicator is not working, why put it out there for people to see? Since you know, okay, it's not working. So it was very funny, but he said the right thing, because none of those indicators worked. I virtually watched every of his videos. I've forgotten his name, because it's been more than a year right now that I watched all those videos. But it was very, very interesting, because once you watch one, the way he does it, you feel, you just use it and enter the market, next thing your account blew, And I continued like this until I got to know about price action. And that's why I'm very, very, very skeptical about telling people this. Learn price action. I'm not asking you to learn price action for me. If you go to YouTube, search things about price action, you'll see it. Like you'll see a video like this that I'm doing. It's price action. You're not paying me any money to watch it. All you just have to do is subscribe to encourage me. If I see the subscribers are growing, I say, okay, then there are people out there that want me to talk about things that are actually correct. If I do a video about indicator tomorrow, you see a lot of people viewing the thing. If you do price action, it's very small. It's normal. When something is working, it's not everybody that goes for it. Because price action is not as easy as indicators. Indicators, once you just have some rubbish, what's it called, moving average crossing the line, you buy or you sell or you do anything or you do whatever they tell you. But price action, there are steps you need to take. You begin to draw a trend line, you begin to analyze the market, you begin to check if the market, if you're seeing a head and shoulder, or if you're seeing some price patterns, or you're doing this or you're doing that. All these things are price action. It's not just one thing. It's a whole course of teaching. It's something that you can't learn in a day. Anyone who tells you can learn price action in a day is telling you lies. Even some of the mentorship that I offer, I tell them, okay, I teach you price action in 3 weeks. That doesn't mean you learn it in 3 weeks. I teach you. Practicing price action is another thing. Learning price action is another thing. When you learn price action, you practice it. That's why I have a conversation channel where I make sure sometimes we share not signals, chart analysis, because you get better when you see them. First of all, have the knowledge. Then the second is practicing the knowledge. But that's not, I don't want to talk much about that, because I don't want the video to be long. I just want it to be a very short video where I talk about very important things about price action. So the second thing I'm going to talk about now, first of all, you now know what's the indicators and price action. You know the indicators, all those, moving averages. Which other one do they have? Stochastic, Ichimoku cloud. I can't really remember the names. Ichimoku cloud. Fuck. I knew all those names at a point. RSI, RSI. I think RSI is stochastics. That's the S in the stock account. It's been up to a year I used it, so I don't even use it. It makes the chart dirty and all those kind of things, and it doesn't work. For the fact it doesn't work, I don't use it. Mind you, there are people that are making money in it, so I'm just telling you what has been working for me. So price action is very nice, and believe me, once you begin to go through price action, you begin to take perfect trade. I could remember when I was using indicators. I couldn't leave a trade for more than 5 minutes without looking at my phone. But now I can have a trade for days. The last YouTube video I did, not this, some YouTube video I did, I could remember I was traveling, out of my country. And then the flight was meant to be 7 hours flight. And then I had this trade done before boarding the flight. And then I remembered, I said, I analyzed the market, and I said, okay, this is how the market is going to go. That was what I just said. You can't easily do that with indicators, because indicators can just change any moment. Those moving average line can cross any second. So I can't actually move the the moving average. You have to do so and so and so. But then I was about to board the flight, And I felt, okay, fine, I had to actually leave this trade. I won't look at the trade for 7 hours. That was the truth. And then I said, okay, good. I just placed a take profit in the trade, in the trade, and I left it. No stop loss, no stop loss. Just take profits. If you want to know why I don't use stop loss, you can watch the video where I talked about it. But I just placed a take profit, no stop loss. And then the flight was 7 hours, and because it was more like a transit flight where you go to another country before actually reaching to where you're going. So after the 7 hours, when we got to the transit country, it wasn't possible for me to actually check my my trade, because there wasn't I didn't know the Wi-Fi of the airport. It wasn't free actually. So, and my country is not my country, so it's not the same database I use. So that was the reason I didn't really check the trade until the next day. I got to the country I wanted in like 14 hours. It's more than 14 hours. It's more than 14 hours. It's a day and 7 hours or something like that. And when I didn't buy a recharge card. I didn't buy a SIM card immediately. I waited for like some hours because you had to pick some of your things, bought a taxi, go to a hotel before I said, fine, I have to, And then when I did this stuff, when I bought a SIM card and then I opened the trade, it had hit my take profit, and immediately hit my take profit. It went down. I shared the video on YouTube, so you can go see it, because it's amazing. And this is the kind of things price action can do. It will give you a take profit. It will give you a stop loss. It will give you an entry point. Unlike indicators that will just tell you this thing costs and all those things. So that's about price action and indicators. But both of them are actually used in knowing when the market is in and when the market is out. Just that price action is way better, 100% way better than indicators. So the next thing is what you should look out for in price action. So what do you really look out for? This is a very important video, because it's very nice if you're reading how to trade the forex market. It's very nice. You should know this is something I'm going to look out for. If not, you don't know what you're trading. A lot of people know price action, that they have to draw a line. They do this and do this and do this. They don't know what the lines are for. But when you know what the lines are for, it really helps you to eradicate fear, and then for stabilizing some of the things you do. So in price movement, there are 3 ways the market can move. The first one is trending market. A market is either trending. Trending market is divided into 2. The first one is bearish market. That's a market that is going down, that is downtrend. And the next one is a bullish market. That's a market that is going up. Now on your screen is showing the bearish market. You can see how the market is moving down. That's how a bearish market moves. It's trending, but it's going in the downward direction. The next one is the bullish market. You can see how the market is moving. It's going up. It's also called an uptrend, while the other one is called a downtrend. And all this market have some other things. There are some other things there. There are higher highs and higher lows. The higher highs and higher lows are for the uptrend. It's showing on your screen as well. The lower highs and the lower low are for the downtrend, showing on your screen as well. So all these things are ways the market can move. And also the second way, I said there are 3 ways the market can move. It's either trending, that's either going up or going down, uptrend or downtrend, bullish or bearish. Or the second one is it's ranging. It's just going in a zigzag way. It's showing on your screen as well. The market is just going in a zigzag way. That is trending market. It's not really, it's not really advisable to trade the market, because the support level the market is showing may not actually be the real support level. It can decide to move up a little bit. It's not that it's not good to. Some people trade the market and make a lot of money. It's just that it's very hard to get a sniper entry with support and resistance, especially if that's just what the whole stuff is about. Especially if there are no other confirmations. Maybe you just have, okay, because this market stopped at this point, it doesn't really make sense. It doesn't really make sense. People use it to make money. It's all part of price action. But if you're a beginner, I'm going to tell you to desist from it. That's why most of the times when I ask beginners what they know about price action, the first thing they tell me is support and resistance. I don't know how you guys knew about When I learned price action, that was one of the least things and I learned, and I think that helped me making money. Because if that's the first thing you're learning, which is one of the most easiest part of price action, if you just see support, there are lots of support in the forex market. There's a support in 1 minute time frame. There's a support. The same support in 1 minute time frame is not the same thing you're seeing in 4 minutes time frame. Is sorry, 4 hours time frame. It's not the same thing you're seeing in 1 day. So support and resistance is nice, it's good, but it's not really suitable for beginners, especially when forex has eaten you. Support and resistance is very nice and very, very sweet. You know, when you've made a lot of money from forex, maybe today you milked up to $8,000 and you're ready to spare $1,000 for Deriv. You know, it's I think support and resistance is more like a guesswork and not really more like the forex work. You know, you should actually think about it, because it's not the same thing you're seeing in 4 minutes. It's not the same resistance in 4 minutes in 5 minutes that is in 4 hours. They are different, but this is the same market. So that will tell you that it's not really nice. But the same thing you're going to see in H4 for trending is the same thing you're going to see in M5 for trending. That's it. You know. So support and resistance is nice, it's dope, but I won't advise the beginner, you know, to use support and resistance. So that's the second, that's trending. That's we talked about trending, we talked about ranging market. Now the third one is what's it called? What's it called? Breakout and retest market. That's the third one. The third one is breakout and retest market. Every market will not continue to buy. A market that is trending upward will never continue to go upward. At a time, it's going to come down. And when it comes down, that's a breakout. Breakout means I don't want to buy again. I want to start selling. It breaks out, and retests, then continues to sell. If a market is buying, or let's use another example, a market is selling, it breaks out, doesn't want to sell again, and begins to buy. That's breakout and retest. There can be a breakout and retest in a H4 time frame, breakout and retest in a smaller time frame, 5 minutes time frame, and a lot of other time frames. That is breakout and retest. It's very nice to trade and very, very sweet. I think that's breakout and retest is one of the things I trade the most, because when a market decides to stop buying or decides to stop selling, because a lot of people, listen, let me tell you one of these secrets. Now, listen up. In Deriv, you know, a lot of Deriv, they make the market themselves. And people always fade Deriv, but some people always make a lot of money in it. Why? If you ask yourself, when a market is selling, there's this perception you have, yeah, this market has to sell, it has to sell, it has to sell. People, a lot of people are in the market, selling the market. But then it breaks out to begin to buy. Once it breaks out, is going to break out, then retest, and begin to buy with a lot of velocity, with a lot of speed, to make sure that it takes people out of the market. People that are on the sell of the market are either going to close out in loss, close out at break even, or are going to, you know, close out in small profit, because the velocity of the retest, it breaks out, retest, and then begins to go the opposite direction. It's going to be very, very high. So that's why breakout and retest is one of the sweetest things to trade. Once you see a breakout, you see a retest, and you enter the market, you begin to make a lot of money. And it's going to go very, very fast. That's one of the things, you know, I like about it. Unlike some trades that you may have for some hours or for some days, and it's still just, you know, ranging or something like that. But breakout and retest works, you know, in a very, very speedy way. And that's the trade movement of the market. Like I said, I didn't want the video to be long. If not, I would have said a lot of things, talked about a lot of other things. But the third one is why you should use price action. Like I've told you, and then the first one is that it makes trading easy. It gives you that confidence. It makes you know, okay, yeah, this market is going to go like this. If it doesn't go like that, you say, well, yeah, sometimes we lose in the market. You know, it gives you stop losses. It gives you take profits. It gives you a lot of other things than, you know, this thing. So I am just for price action. I don't trade indicators. I don't teach indicators. I only teach price action, and that's the perfect way to make money, you know, if trading forex. It may not always work, but believe me, in comparison to 100%, 80% it works all the time. So that is why I always tell people capital is very nice in forex, because you may I'm telling you the truth. I don't know if any other person will tell you this, but that's the truth. Capital is very nice in forex. I talk about sniper entry, where I grow small account, $50. You can check it out, you know, on the Instagram page and all those. $50 or something, $10 was these. I think there was a time we did $10 to $500. We posted it on our Facebook page. That was That was some months ago. It doesn't always happen, but it happens. But my point is, notwithstanding all this, forex needs capital. It's a capital intensive market, because you may enter your first trade knowing price action. Actually, with my price action, with the kind of thing I'm teaching, you may actually enter the first trade and the trade will stop you at a stop loss. That doesn't mean that your trade is not correct. It doesn't mean that your analysis is not correct. It may actually mean that your analysis is not correct, but that doesn't mean that price action doesn't work. No, it means that you can always win at the market. But majority, that's the main thing. When comparing to your losses, you must have a greater gain to loss. That's the point. Maybe after you've taken a trade for a whole month and you made a profit, and then you deposited $2,000. Then at a point you saw that you made a loss of $1,000. It doesn't mean anything. The main thing is at the end of the time, or let's say a month, maybe you're checking yours with a month. At the end of the month, you're having $10,000 profit. In this Deriv, there's when you open your MetaTrader 5, there's a deposit, place, there's a deposit, and there's deposit, there's a profit, there's a withdrawal. One of the days I checked, I had to check, I checked my profit within the week. I found out the profit was more than 12,000. Sorry, it was within the week. Then I checked it, I checked it with the full week. I found out that it reduced to, I think, about 8,000. I checked it with the next one. I found out that it increased with just a little. But the main thing is that there's an improvement. It doesn't mean that you always get it, but at least you need to also know that, yeah, there are losses, but then in comparison with the losses, the profit must be bigger. So like I said, I didn't want this video to be long. I just wanted to do something that's going to be very snappy. I don't know how many minutes it is. I don't have my wristwatch here, but I believe it's not been up to 30 minutes. Or even 20 minutes. I think it should be within 10 minutes. Maybe. Yeah, but it's good. So subscribe to the channel and turn on your notification button, so that you always encourage me to make videos like this that are very helpful. Believe me, it's very, very helpful. It will help in your trading career. It's just the best kind of videos you'll see on YouTube. So yeah, I'm Deriv Group. All we do is Deriv. Contact us on our website at www.derivfsgroup.com, our Instagram page, my personal Instagram page, LuckyMain_FX. Our Deriv Group Instagram page, story showing on your screen, milk_Deriv_Deriv_FS Group. All we do is Deriv. I only trade Deriv Indices. I don't trade Nasdaq. I don't trade gold. I don't trade boom and crash. What's the video where I did about boom and crash? I'm at least 75. I'm sure you understand. But yeah, that's all for now. Thank you very much. Subscribe and don't forget to click